Hello and welcome to the Underhive. We are back with some more Mount and Blade Bannerlord 2 action. Now, as you'll see here, this is a different character and not a fresh character. So, on the stream yesterday, our previous hero, Lumphammer, tragically fell to the crossbows of the Vlandians. And so I couldn't carry on playing a character I knew that was destined for the history books. So we started playing as Diego here. And for this character, I actually want to try and do the main story. So we need to try and set up our own faction. So I thought, well, why not get the early bit out of the way? We've seen that for every other series. So let's just start from here and try and do the story. So I will admit, he did go down to a hoe to the face. So it wasn't a weapon, it was a tool. But he did go down to a gang war. So he's not strictly permadeath from the outset, but he will be permadeath from here. We're going to give that as a freebie because he was hit with a garden tool. We're going to assume he can survive that. The game mechanics anyway treat that as a knockout rather than a death, but normally we would treat that as a death. So I just wanted to be honest about that. Now we have got a point or two here to spend. I think we will probably go with an extra one in tactics and an extra one in endurance here. So just to make sure it's clear as usual, I know that's the game options. So we're on a custom difficulty. It's technically Bannerlord difficulty with just the map movement speed, as usual, because we're playing permadeath. So yeah, in terms of the party here, we've got a couple of crossbowmen still, but the majority of our party is sharpshooters for the time being. We're not limiting ourselves to particular troops because we are limiting ourselves with permadeath and having to do the main mission. So we've made a decent chunk of money from mainly just doing smithing orders. A few quid of that is from making the sorts of weapons we use and then selling the older versions. So as you can see there, I've got a Voluge. I don't know how you actually pronounce that. I've always said Voluge, but the U is before the L, so it can't be that. So just to highlight for you, if we were to trade that away, we'd get 30 grand. So we're not going to be doing that an awful lot, but we could make serious money that way. Instead, we're going to be doing it with the orders. Fortunately for us, there's a guy here who wants a two-handed polearm, so we're going to chuck him a Voluge head on it and a nice little shaft there. So that hits all his boxes, other than he wants it slightly longer there. If we go too long, we start losing the other stats. So we're going to go for all but this. Now that's actually, I'm not sure which of those is the actual marker. I think this is it, which means it's within our range. We're going to need some wood here, so we'll just smelt these down. There we go. Forge that for him. He's got 134 grand he's willing to pay for this. And he's given us a tip. He's given us a tip on top. An extra 177. There you go. So if we see any two-handed polearm deals, we're absolutely smashing it. We also got some more pieces there. Nothing major. A bit of two-handed, one-handed. Yeah, and it's mainly just some grips. I mean, it's not a bad hilt, that. Sorry, crossguard. That's a pretty trashy hilt, but okay. We're not going to be using two-handed anyway because we use a Voluge ourselves. So that's taken us to 207 smithing. That was pretty huge, actually. So yeah, we've got Master Smith now. That's pretty handy to have. And I think we'll go another one in Steward. So from here, we've now got a real significant sum of money. So we've not got any armor presently, so let's get that dealt with. There's not an awful lot of good armor in Vlandia, generally. We'll go on the hunt for that, but not sure we're going to find much. Find crossbow. Ooh. So we're not at the point we can do it yet, but that is a on-horse crossbow. We're going to take one of them. Whereas the arbalist is a non-horseback crossbow, so we're not going to use that. I don't know. I don't think there are any upgraded kind of bolts, because like these have a lower stack. They weigh more, but they don't they don't deal any damage. So I don't know what the point of these is, other than they're slightly cheaper. So 16 grand spent on that. We're going to be recruiting as best we can. I don't know if the party can actually take any more. Oh yeah, we can. Yeah, definitely. Good stuff. So I'm focusing on Vlandia's troops because for me, they have the best access to ranged troops. Although crossbows themselves aren't that great. I know we're using one, but they're not that great. The AI knows how to handle them. So the AI crossbowmen are very, very strong, as we saw with Lum, because they absolutely beamed him, despite us having pretty good army at that point. Even, but a pretty good army. So let's go to the Tavern District as well. There's nobody there. We need to find a companion to trigger the quest, so we'll do that as well. Let's have a look what we got. Oh yeah, that's spot on. That's exactly what we're looking for. Fits the bill. Mail shirt's worse. I like them with it. That seems to fit. Okay, that'll do. 48 grand. What I think we should probably take a look at is just some Empire towns for the rest. Because I'd be quite happy with Lamella for the rest. It's not going to cost us too much. And then that gets us set up. And I feel a lot better about the, buying the armor now. Because we've not, ruined the economy. That guy gave us this money for a smithing order. I didn't just make 15 of them and sell them, which we have done previously. I mean, it's a perfectly valid strategy, but it just makes me feel a bit bad about spending the money. So we're not going to be doing that. As you can probably hear, I'm a bit run down today, so I apologise for how nasally I sound. It's that or no video, so hopefully you can look past it. Lamella gauntlets, how much are they? 6 grand. Okay. Are they better than what we've got? They're not, but I actually will take them. I've only got splint boots. Get rid of all that. Okay. So we'll head round a few of the Empire towns. For our horse, we've also got the half Lamella Bardin, so I'll have a look round for the full Imperial Lamella Bardin, because I feel like that's probably the best horse armour out there. We've also got an Aserai horse. We've been buying and selling in the horse department. So, yeah, we've got 21 horses currently. I'm going to take another one there while we can. No, these guys have got pretty much nothing. Plate pauldrons. Nah. So, we do want to find a helmet from our own area, but I don't think it matters that much. If we find the awesome one, we will take them up on it. So let's once again have a look at armor. These guys have got nothing. Any smithing orders? One-handed swords. So that's not quite enough thrust damage, but they're otherwise happy with it. Oh yeah, that looks alright, doesn't it? And have we got one at the top of the... Is that a base? Oh, that's a basic pommel. It actually looks decent for a basic pommel, that. I thought it was one of these at first. Give them that. A grand. Got a bamboo shaft. Beautiful. Yeah, a little maceroo. Not happy enough. Alright. One-handed axe. Oh yeah, look at that head for a one-handed axe. That's a beast. Let's give him a nicer shaft. They want more damage. I mean, we'll pop it as that. It's within my difficulty range. Hopefully this will work. Iron Steel Cavalry Broadsword Blade. Get me 2 grand for it. That's alright. Two-handed axe. What we got there? Just that one. Got a better shaft though. Wants it faster. Well, we'll try that. We need 3 raw. Yeah, he's given me £6 grand. I'll take it. That guy likes that like that. Okay, because he only wanted a cheap one. That's fine, mate. Not everybody's a big spender. Can't fault them for that. Charm's gone up. People take reduced barter penalty there. That seems always a good thing. Not that money's going to be an issue, really. As soon as somebody asks us for a 2-handed sword or a 2-handed polearm, we're swimming in it. And if push came to shove, we could always make one and just sell it. I'll try not to do that, though. Nobody else seems to have the lamella. I would like to find some now, just because then it's dealt with, and then we'll find a troop. Well, not a troop, but a companion. So we can have a look at that at the same time, I suppose. Anybody? Oh, he is good at crossbows. He is good at crossbows. We will have Otto of the Hills. My name is Diego. Tell me about yourself. I don't mind telling. Up in the northwest. When we go to bed each night, we make sure we can find our spears in the dark. Because you never know if that night's going to be the one that the Sturgian or Battanian warband is going to pay a visit. I think he is from our lands. We're proud men up there. We expect the lords not to expect us to behave like some serf in a safe southern estate. My father was even a little prouder than most, I suppose. One day he was insulted by the Lord's bailiff, and he upped and left. Most of us moved us higher in the hills to be away from all the other men. We burned away some of the forest and planted barley. My mother died of a fever, but me and my sister, my father, we lived up there 10 lean and lonely years. So my father didn't have to doff his hat. My father didn't have to doff his hat to any other man. Then he vanished in a blizzard. Tragic tale. My condolences. When all was done, I'd have killed for an hour of another man's company, a sip of wine, or a glimpse of a girl. So my sister and I, we came down to the valleys. She found a husband. I can get good work as a tracker. That's all there is to it. If you have work for me, we could discuss it. I will pay you 524 to join my army, sir. And now Radagos wants to chip in. Yeah, we understand, Raddy. Alright, mate. Leave us to it. Let's check out matey boy here. So he can't ride an Aserai horse yet. Doesn't have a horse of his own, so let's get him a horse. He has no riding skill. So I'm gonna chuck him on a mule. With a saddle. Can have a mule for now. He's got no weapons. Madman. Any crossbows here? Yep. In fact, he can deal with a regular crossbow. Very nice. Ooh, quarrels. So they're no different either. I bet. I don't really know what the difference is, so we're just going to give him some bolts. And then we need to go to the smithy. Rebuild. 200 polearm. The Voluge head. I think we generally go for that shaft. Yeah, that one. That'll do. And... oh no, was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. Go about 140 for him. And we're going to stick a steel butt on it. Oh, we could get him a long plain steer pommel. Or just a steel butt. I think we'll just go with a steel butt. None of these look right on this one, as they go at the top. So we're gonna leave that as it is. So we need a wood. That's a shame. Have you got any wood here? You do. Good work. So let's do that again. top one of them, bottom one of them, and a steel butt. And we will make it about 140. Voliga. So that's probably better than the one that I've got. No, it's not. I don't know why it isn't, but we're not going to question it. Probably to do with the haft on it. Okay, so he's got a few things now. Let's have a look. Ah, heavy lamella pauldrons. Okay. So we're going to get Matey Boy some armor here as well for the time being. Can have that. Can have an open mail coif. You can have some plate pauldrons. And some strap boots. Some decorated gauntlets. They'll do for him for now. So we're going to go and do the hideout while we're here. Just getting that boxed off. Yeah, I understand about gangs, mate. Don't you worry. This is just the start of our quest. Miron chasing one looter. I reckon he's overcompensating there. So let's go. So yeah, we'll take Radagos out and just take an extra sharpshooter. So we need to tell them that they're welcome to fire. What a shot, boys. I need to not get beamed here with a two-hander. Not a two-hander. A throwing weapon. Because that will be devastating. I think the lads should cover most of this. Well, you robbed my kill, lads, but I'll accept it. You did it for my own good. Are you shooting them guys? But what are you doing, boys? Madness. Teamwork. I feel like that was just under the shield. All right, boys. All right. Good work, lads. So it's going to be not the easiest fight with a polearm, but not too bad. The voyage isn't too long that it'll cause any issue. Trying to see if he'd loop it over his head. He'll do it that. So yeah, if you come one side into overhead, he'll do it. Yeah. Kind of fluid. Looks okay. But he won't swing it round for a double-sided strike. Nope. Pretty sure the boys will see them wherever they are before I do. They just seem to shoot from so far away. Compared to bowmen, they seem to have way more range. And I don't see that as being a problem, personally. But they are strong. I think that's not deniable. So we're just going to kind of keep clear. We don't want to get thrown at. Good work, lads. I'll take the duel. Your job's done. It is essentially a two-hander or a two-hander, so it's a relatively fair fight. Time to die. Well, I say fair. 300 damage, right to the bonds. Yeah. Good work, lads. Go on, Radagos. Chop his head off, mate. Keep that axe nice and sharp. You'll be glad of it in 10 minutes. That's one, brother. Should do something about that haircut, mate. But other than that, we'll let you off. On the other hand, you, Radagos, you're getting the shop. You don't need to worry about your hair, mate. I'll have short back inside soon enough. There we go. So that's the beginning dealt with. So I need to learn more about Calradia. So we need to find any lords that we can. Let's pay to go to the keep. No, there's nobody there, sadly. Oh, does that increase your roguery? Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, so we'll say they're a squire. And gets blooded. It's fine. Is there going to be a one-hander? Give him a sharp mind. Give him a bit of pole arm. He's done a bit of scouting for himself. Okay, good for him. So we need to find the lords now. I'm not going to use the. I mean, Farron's here. I think Farron's a big dude. Might not be, but I think Farron knows the score. And then we'll have a look if he can tell us where. All right, so it's Lucon. I'd like to enter the service. Actually, no. I don't want to enter their service, but looks like we're probably gonna have to. Gonna have to use the wiki here. There we go, that'll do. I don't know how you spell Regia. I swear it's R-A-G. So we'll go Empire. R-H-A. So let's track her down. That's pretty far away. Okay. Probably by the time we get there, she'll have moved. So we're going to unmark that. We're just going to head on. See what we see. So for now, it's pretty much traveling around, finding the lords. And we want to get that done as soon as we can. Somehow we've run out of food. Don't worry, boys. I'm going to get the big shop in. Do not worry about anything. Bit of grain, bit of fish, bit of grape, bit of butter. We'll have the meat. We'll have the beer, the cheese, the dates. I don't want your clay, though. We can't eat that. I'll even take your wood. Don't you worry, boys. So let's have a look here. No extra armor. Anything extra fancy? Looking for the boots now, aren't we? Nope. Nothing there, really. Nope. What smithing orders have you got for us? Two-handed polearm. I'm not going to take them up on it every time. But I just want to see if it's repeatable. Yeah, it is. Smith Hammerhead. Northern Barlax Blade. Very nice. Smithing is now 230. That goes up massively. One endurance or adds one focus point to one-handed, two-handed. Well, we don't use those, so we're not going to do that. We'll go another point in charm, shall we? So we'll probably not do those every time we can, because I don't want to have that much money that we never need to worry. But in theory, we never need to worry about money. See what they've got here. I mean, we're going to get them for him because they match his gauntlets. We'd prefer a set of lamella for ourselves. Do him. Into the smithy once again. Always no bloody charcoal when you want it. Two-handed sword, just a cheap one. Two-handed sword. Just do a cheap one. Can't do throwing knives. Oh no, we can. We just don't have the material. But we can't do throwing axes. So that's fine. We'll leave them. Anybody else to hire? Not really. Nothing jumping out. So let's see if we can find Monchug. See if he's knocking. Ah, Misui. That'll do. Tell me about the Battle of Ben Drake. Basically, it all kicked off. So that's one. Should have asked him where Monchug is. Oh, is it Mochug or Monchug? I think it's Mon. But I always kind of add that N in regardless. No Monchug in there. Masui's caravan there. Well, let's get ourselves a little looter fight while we're here. Try out the old Voluge. So let's get
infantry. Move.
The infantry there.
Archers. Forward.
The archers here.
Stand apart.
I don't know why they're in ranks, because there's not that many of them to be in ranks. I'm going to send the infantry in just because I want to see him on his little donkey. Little donkey on a dusty field. Yeah, they are gutted. Right in the back of the head. Bash. Brutal. Big fan of this now. I'd prefer a glaive head just for the aesthetic, but it does a fine job. It even does a nice thrusty job as well. I mean, not as good as it could be, I suppose, but that's the right horse doing a beautiful 360 there. This is my favourite thing to do. Just glaive people down. Get them two boys upgraded. We'll keep the Valandian recruits as they are for now. I need to make him cavalry. I think. I know he's on a donkey. It's not really cavalry, is it? But yeah, lower the wages. That seems good. No, there's nobody in there. So just gonna keep roaming around. We'll come across the people we need eventually. And for oh, there he is. Look, Monchug. So we've done the Cursate. Tell me about Battle of Pendrake, mate. Cheers, pal. I'll not bother you again. I'll leave thee to it. Don't you worry, Ducky Bob. So yeah, basically nobody hates us just yet, but eventually they're all going to be coming. So, oh yeah, Godin's the kind of man we want to see, I believe. Hold up, Godin. Don't do this to me, mate. Thank you. Cheers, pal. So let's get rid of my tat. What have you got? Anything top of the range here? Ooh, that looks tasty, doesn't it? 200 Gs. I mean, it's very much of their culture, but it is nice. I do like that. We're not going to buy that, but I do like it. A juicy bearded axe from them. Got a ring mail. It's actually less armor than just half. It's better than no. Okay. Move on. See if we can find Ragnvald somewhere. I think it is basically we have to speak to all of them. I don't know if there's more than 10, but there's. Oh no, yeah, there's 7 factions in there. So yeah, we don't have to speak to everyone, but we have to speak to 10, I believe. Yeah. So if we can see Ragnvald here, that rules out these 2 factions and makes it a hell of a lot easier. I'm hoping when we get back to Vlandia we can see a nice helmet for us. Because the armor we've got on is lordly enough, I'd say. It's not that lordly, but it's fine. So let's have a look what they got here. Oh, that one's even more awesome. 300. I do like it though. It's not our culture, so we'll see what we can do in our culture first, but 2-handed sword. Just give him a better blade, I think. In fact, mate, tell you what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to give you a better everything. Oh, yeah, woven. Woven. You like the look of that, don't you, mate? That's a quality piece right there, fellas. Oh, right, we're short of 1 fine steel. 18 grand. Did we just get decorative spear blade? Oh, we got the part that I wanted, which was this. That's nice. Doesn't look like we did get that. Oh, we've got a metal shaft for the maces now. That's pretty nice. It's not telling us what's new anymore, but... Cool. No worries. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to them. Two-handed sword. We'll make him a cheap one. I've got naught against him, but, you know, there's only so many good blades I can knock out in a day. So you can have a cheap one, Sonny Jim. There you go. Still give me 2 grand. It's nice of you. Throwing axes yet? No. Javelinos? No. Pikes? No, we can't. We've no shafts. Oh, that's them boys dealt with. Oh, Yorick. Oh dear, Yorick, I knew you well. And Firefella. Do you know stuff about this? You don't. Yeah. He's just got a problem of his own. Well, we're not coming here for your problems, mate. Trying to deal with my own. Trying to set up my own empire. If you know what I mean. In the old smithy. 2-handed mace. That's a quick one. 1-handed axe. Bang. Okay. Mace. So we can do him something quite cheeky now. They want it quicker. You can't have it quicker. It's a mace, you idiot. What are you on about a quick swinging mace for? What you want's a kosh. You want it to be quick and blunt and knock people out. What you're asking for is a kosh, not a mace. Mace is slow, but it'll knock their head clean off. Yeah. I'm glad we're on the same page now. Now don't come back to my smithy unless you're going to stop being an idiot. All right.
Forward!
So we'll just get the boys in.
Move!
Look at him on his bloody donkey. Bless him. You'll be able to ride it soon enough, mate. I'll get you a proper horse. So I can see that there's a couple of pitchfork wielders there. Oh, he dipped under it. They've bottled it already. Or some of them have anyway. That was a bit early. I don't want to tell my donkey man to charge yet, because on a donkey he'll just get beat up, even with a glaive. But defying us to the last, your reward is death. Planning recruits have done note yet. Well, that's fine. Let's move on, see what we can see. Who's leveled up then? Oh, right, it's Brother Eno. Well, we're not going to be doing that just yet. I don't know where he's at. Stay at Lycaron. Why are you in Lycaron, boys? We're from Vandia. I know it's because that's where we did the mission, but I mean that's nice as well. They got some nice helmets going on there. Got their version of Lamellipolgens. Not what we're after. Good for them that they've got it though. See what we're saying in the smithy. Two-handed axe. Oh, that's best I can do, you mate. Extra money. Two-handed sword. Give you a slightly better blade. No, too good. Too good for you. That'll do. Two-handed axe. Swimming in it. Beautiful, that'll do. Have they got any wood here? Haven't got any wood, boys, because we're all running low. They do not. That's okay. We're going to Britannia now anyway, so. Gonna hunt around for the old Caladog. So it's definitely not the Shorky we need. It is Ragenvard, if we see him. Boven, not interested in you. Nobody in there, no. Let's move on then into the Britannians. Head round that way over the rocky crags and whatnot. B-Sag. Don't think he's somebody we need. Ortu's died. His family and friends will remember him. That they will. Edwayne. Who we got here in Cotman? Sir. No one. Okay. They're quite elusive in this day and age, aren't they? Because we're going to buy some sick armor when we get the chance. I'm going to do one more. Oh, so these want a very different pole arm. So they want 161 for their minimum. So I need this. And they do actually want a spear. Sorry, you can have that. I like it. 100 axe, there you go, satisfied. Little short beardy number. One-handed sword, I haven't got the stuff for that anymore. In fact, let's see, we've got a bit to smelt there. We need to buy some wood here when we get a chance. What they got here? It's alright. It's not. I'm not over the moon with that. Not a lot here in that regard. We've got the woodland longbow. Yeah, nothing here really to show off about. Got a bit of hardwood for us though. Let's move on. Bloody Temir at Lake Rats. Where's Calradia? And I know I can look it up. I'd rather find him organically. Just feels more legit. Ridgetown. No. I do like these. Like, almost like 40k pauldrons. Like, absolutely huge. But we're not gonna wear them. They're not from our culture. I know these aren't technically, but, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do. I don't think Valandia has many. They tend to be really lacking in the shoulder department. One-handed axe. Cheeky fella, there you go. Another one-handed axe, there you go. You can have one of them too. We'll do your mace. Chuck your nice head on it. And you're all but happy with that other than the reach. Well, I'll tell you what, if I chuck a metal rod on it. Okay. Oh yeah, that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Bronze dagger guard with engravings. Juicy. There's definitely only me. Oh, there's Dishwal in there, but here he is. But we're not going to be bothering with him. Karsten. I don't know why I'm trying to recruit troops there. Do a little mallet action. Short on bloody charcoal again. Smashing. 243 the smithing's at now. The riding is up. Increase character capacity or increase your mounted infantry, increase your party speed. That's important. We'll go with another one in leadership. We will be doing the recruiting at some stage. Well, that feels like enough for the one episode. So in the next episode, we're going to be carrying on with the main story, finding the rest of the vassals we need. But I would like to just head home and see if we can spend some of this money first. I've made that cash with my smithing talents this episode. So I would like to spend some. Because it seems like they're making the higher tier stuff more available now. Obviously, there are mods to make it so that you can just freely buy those sort of things quite easily. But it's good that it's more and more prevalent in the base game now. So yeah, like we'll just go around all the cities for Valandia and see if there's any chance of some good armor here. I mean, that's the best thing we've seen locally. 32 for 9 grand. It's 32 armor, that is, for 9 grand. So, yeah, nothing as yet. Nothing in comparison to the other areas. We might well end up buying Imperial goods. Or perhaps that Sturgeon one would have been tasty. Okay, so that's the new champion. And it's like you look like a little rocket. Not a good look. Oh, Garland's up here. Come on, Garland. I know you guys down here. You like to work hard. You like to make good quality armor. So let's just show me the stuff. Okay, so we've got, a fitting helm. It's not the best look in the world, but it's a potential. We're not going to buy it just yet because I don't like the open neck on it, to be honest. I don't know if there's one that's with a male coif that's completely enclosed. Obviously, his neck's not at any, not really any more vulnerable regardless of the helm, but just for the aesthetic, I don't really like that helm, to be honest, but I will wear it because it's Valandian if push comes to shove. Nope. So we've got another fine crossbow for our mate, yeah. Am I able to use that now? So that's nice, at least. Better than nothing. Now, there is an area up here with a lot of iron. I don't know if that makes any difference for, like, armor production. But if it does, maybe we'll find some up there. Yep, not very much. I mean, that's decent. But it's not as good as what we've got. We might get that for matey boy. Yeah, it's better than what he's got. I don't mind spending a bit on our man. What's his name again? Otto. The man Otto. He'll be picking up the reins if we do go down during our mission. He'll be leading up the faction. So we need to make sure he's protected. I mean, that's slightly more palatable than the other one. Because it's got a coif. And they even had so far as to have the bit of, like, the extra sort of flap that sort of generally ties up. You could see it sort of cut across his face a bit on one side. So I like the attention to detail with that. Because, of course, although a lot of films portray them as generally hanging loose around the neck, generally male coifs were very tight around the neck because otherwise they don't protect you. Yeah, so again, you can see that there. I don't know if, yeah, you can just see the flap fastens up there. And that is what I'm on about. We will take that one. I prefer that to the others, and I think it fits better. Well, that's enough for the one episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time in the Underhive.